You require my unbiased opinion?
Aparane sentes. Ona Adayana.
The goddess protects us.
Ona Adayana. Ona Adayana. Ona Adayana. Tashani Zamkur. Tashani Zamkur. Enemosi Travisi.
Aparane sentes. Aparane sentes.
Hey,
No fall here. I swear it.
wait, this guy needs to die first.
Did you see that?
The inheritor, guide my blade.
None of these are people, technically.
I'm done with you.
Let me know if you can hear me clearly. Okay, good. That delay is very short, actually. Yeah, the problem with the dispel is that it only dispels one thing, and the greater dispel seems to only dispel two things. But if you had a bunch of them against some bosses, like, it could make a big difference. But yeah, so far it's never really done much for me.
The light, take you.
Ona Adayana.
He actually dispelled on me. funny because they weren't doing the dispel earlier, but now that I cast a bunch of buffs, they're doing it.
Ona Adayana.
But I mean, if they spent a turn on that, that's good. Flop. What does this actually do? Vein of Blood. Standard action once per minute, a Galu can command the wounds of all creatures within 30 feet to erupt into gory deluge of blood. Any wounded creature in the area of effect takes 3d6 damage from the Vein of Blood and must exceed a fortitude saving throw. Failure indicates that the damage becomes bleed damage and the affected creature becomes staggered from the pain. As long as the bleed damage continues, creatures are immune to bleed damage are immune to the ability. It's cool.
Ona Adayana.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
No glory without risk!
Oh, nice, he actually did it. So we only have 2 people left.
The inheritor, guide my blade!
Ona
He's just
Adayana.
spending his time dispelling all my buffs. Hey, we beat him. We get so much stuff. Oh, and we get the level up. I need Slayer. I think this is gonna be the big Slayer level for me. Or is it the next one? I think it's actually the next one. Yeah, one more level, then it's a big Slayer level. So this does give one extra damage dice. It's not nothing. Come second. Intelligence, I may use that. No, she loses dexterity. This actually might be good for me. But I already have Uncanny Dodge, why does it let me pick it again? I have it from this. It would be pointless. I could improve my claw critical range. Could get another 4 perception just for the meme. Let's do it. Have even higher perception. "42 perception. wish this bar had more things. I don't think Tactician does anything for me. Boom, one more strength. That was an easy one.
Let us be off.
There's a thing up there, but it's gonna get me into fight for sure. Things I don't really want to do more fights for the most part. Like, I don't need them. But I'm curious anyway. Oh great, instant regret. Leverage ring.
The lights take you!
Never lucky. He sucked my levers and then he died. The H-right maneuver.
Aborone Sente.
You wanna shoot me? Well, screw you. Well,
Forward.
screw me.
I won't give up.
These guys are dangerous.
Be the hammer. Guide my blade.
I need plan alive.
Unexpected.
I should be okay. Oh hey, he got back up.
The light. Take you.
Hey, we leveled the cleric up one more time. Wait, something was moving there. Interesting. But I don't think it's relevant.
Let's move.
Yes, they have a lot of fights here. I heard about you. They say you're good at fight. How about we find out? Or is eviscerating weekends the best you can do? Dude, I'm very exhausted. I think I need another fight. Everyone gets a banner bonus. And her companions. Wait, it says and her companions. So I guess everyone is supposed to have the buff, not just the commander. But it certainly is not supposed to be on me right now. Like, that's wrong. Because I don't have it. So, that is broken, but it is supposed to be on all of them. I swear that changed, or I don't know, but whatever. Well, I might as well go in there and check out this place. It's surrounded by the sound of melodious voice that seems to be coming from stone pillar around you. Greetings, esteemed guest. Are you here to seek hospitality of the illustrious Lady Velixia? Are you here on business? The entrance manner greets you politely. It's far more gracious than the impudent foul-mouthed tour at the 10,000 Delights. I wonder what would happen if you haven't done another one. Like if you do this first before the 10,000 Delights. What are you? I'm both the gate and the gatekeeper. My responsibilities include greeting guests, ascertaining their purpose for the visit, and deciding to allow them entry. Whose manor is this? This is called the Rapture of Rupture, and it belongs to incomparable Lady Velixia. She's shining star of Lucianara and its most glorious resident, after magnificent Lady Noctilia, of course. Who created you? Lady Velixia enchanted me herself and personally entrusted me with my responsibilities. She possesses a wide range of impressive talents. I'm just a humble testament to her skill and cannot compare to the true masterpieces she's crafted. Can I come in? If you seek patronage, I will not stand in your way. If you're here to by invitation, esteemed guest, or have brought a gift, you will be allowed to entrance. Can anyone just walk in? Lady Velixia has nothing to fear. Those who are foolish enough to try and harm her in her own house are quick to realize their mistake. I seek her patronage. I would like to enter. Welcome, esteemed lady. Lady Velixia notifies of your arrival. This is not the main quest thing, but it's one of the quests. I might as well get this over with. Said your presence in this place is extremely unexpected. I would like to discuss. Oh, It's Jerebeth. You remember Jerebeth. You hear Jerebeth's voice in your mind. She sounds friendly though slightly wary. So we meet in the rapture of rupture. I cannot help but wonder. By what whimsy of fate have our paths crossed again? Why is it you are an Illusionara? More importantly, why are you here? What brings you to the manor where I've taken refuge? What are you doing here? I enjoy the benefits of my newfound friendship with Velixia. I've become a servant and companion, and she's given me all the protection and privileges afforded to her inner circle. She loves the vigilant, innovative... Yes, it's the one we made the deal with to fight the swarm dude. And I was heavily considering backstabbing, but was told against it. She loves the original and innovative forms of entertainment, and you know how good I am at entertaining demons. Aren't you afraid of the revenge? Baphomet won't quarrel with one of Naticula's best friends just to get revenge on an insignificant worm like myself. Hear amusement in Jerebeth's disembodied voice. While the lesser servants of all three demon lords are constantly embroiled in conflict, always trying to entrap one another in webs of intrigue, the powerful and influential demons prefer to stay neutral. The time for the conflict has not yet come. I'd like to get a patronage. That is a wise course of action. Velixia is one of the most powerful patrons you could have in Illusionara. However, she is also one of the most dangerous creatures you will meet in the city. Don't let your guard down, not even for a second. Don't let your refined man and civilized demeanor fool you. Just a mask, a momentary whim. Velixia's true nature is well known in the abyss, and it is far less restrained and much more violent. Right now she's tired of Therian conquest. But that could change at the moment. Beware of her boredom and do not let her lose interest in you. Tell me about Velixia. She's a magnificent creature, but she has always been afflicted by a terrible condition. She's consumed by boredom. Her entire life an endless agony, and each day her torment grows worse. Her efforts to elude this terrible condition has always been short-lived and unsuccessful. If Velixia was not beset by such insatiable curiosity, and if her moods and tastes did not change so quickly, she could have been even more powerful than she is now. It's possible that Velixia could have been worthy rival to Naticula several millennia ago. She might even have claimed the throne that belongs to Our Lady in Shadows. Of course, it's also possible that after 3 days in power she might have found her new stature as a demon lord to be excruciatingly boring and no longer desirable. The demon that comes to greet you has blonde hair and wearing a modest but elegant dress. She seems surprisingly friendly. Her soft voice and impeccable manners seem out of place in a city where extreme passion and boundless indulgence prevail over temperaments and moderation. A new guest has arrived. Oh, exciting! A mortal from Glorine, if my eyes do not deceive me. What brings you to my manor? This is all very intriguing. Velixia, we have clashed in battles many times. My claws were always stained with the blood of those killed in battlefield. Now she looks different, but I'm certain that her true nature remains unchanged. She's still violent and dangerous. You must be on your guard. Zarcia looks embarrassed. She speaks reluctantly, as if she finds the words difficult. I'm sure the heart that beats within your chest is wicked and merciless, but my goddess demands that I am sincere when I see true beauty, so I dread to ask how many lives such beauty has taken. Such a compliment, sudden and unsophisticated, yet surprisingly delightful. I never thought words of admiration for mortal could touch my heart, but it seems that the praise from a cleric of Shaylin can make even a succubus feel flattered. Everyone talks a lot about you. I seek patronage. I seek commander. I'm a famous warrior, known for my amazing powers. I seek honor of attention. I'd like to get to know you better. I have to go. Everyone talks a lot about you. Lex laughs happily. How very refreshingly direct. Well, let me tell you a little about myself. My name is Lady Velixia, but it's common for others to add a few epithets before my name. Often something like magnificent and illustrious. I have considerable influence in the upper city. You can even call this my little queendom. I'm the foremost member of the city elite, and all aristocrats in Illusionara acknowledge me as a de facto leader. You might be under the misconception that the city is ruled by Chimera, but Chimera is nothing more than a glorified cleaner, entrusted with responsibilities of tending to the latrines. I, on the other hand, hold sway over the most powerful and influential demons in the city. You see, my dear friend Naticula allows me to lead the nobility because I look out for their interests. Her interests. She knows that I am loyal. Unlike most demons, I do not aspire power beyond what I already possess. I could never stage a coup against Our Lady in Shadow. Nor would I ever use my position in society to support anyone else in such a foolish endeavor. I'm the commander, famous warrior, known for my amazing powers. I seek the honor of your attention. Probably gonna upset her, but answers politely, but without much enthusiasm. Known for your amazing powers, here in the abyss, you will need more than powers and influence to impress others. Your special abilities will hardly give you the same stature they did in your homeworld. Your demons will not see you as worthy of glory and respect you until you demonstrate what makes you unique. However, if you've managed to pique my interest, then I would glad to make your acquaintance. There's no need to bother with titles. We can simply call me Velixia, and you are... Don't put your trust in a champion. Velixia temper is like the wind that blows across Isha. It changes constantly and bodes poorly for... It changes both poorly for the direction it turns. You must watch it vigilantly as a skilled sailor watches the horizon. Call me Sophie. Sophie, Velixia was her name. Slowly across the tongue as if tasting the way it sounds. What an unusual name. Certainly not keeping in the spirit of the biz. But I like it. You know, Sophie, I've proposed it for you. Let's pick a place that's nice and romantic. Got an innocent little date together. It'd be a chance for us to get to know each other. How about the Battle Bliss? It offers simple, spirited entertainment. It would be a good place for us to talk undisrupted. No one will notice us because they're too busy watching the fight in the pit. You know I'm the champion of that fucking place. We could have a nice conversation, learn more about one another. I'll be waiting for you in the arena. I hope you accept my invitation. I'll be very disappointed if you deny me the pleasure of your company. Velixia give you a merry smile and adds, after all, you're the champion. You've conquered the arena. Better to learn about you than the place you've proved you worth. The game acknowledged it. That's good. I'd like to know you know, but I'm flattered by your attention. I find you personally intriguing. You know, the greatest interest in promising young talents, I tend to offer my patronage to gifted artists. Unfortunately, many of them turn out to be frauds, unable to keep me entertained for more than a few seconds. There's a lot of lines here. Fake 'em. You're very powerful, aren't you? It's true that my name carries a certain degree of prestige in Illusionara. My advice, based on millennia of experience, can truly be viable. My adventurous life has allowed me to acquire extensive connections as well as an impressive collection of powerful curiosities. Oh, now really just listen to me, talking your ear off like a market seller. Acquaintance of mine once mentioned that you fly naked over Illusionara. They said you wreak havoc and terrorize the city in every way imaginable. Lucia blushes slightly, hastily brushes off the question. No, that's preposterous. Those are just ridiculous rumors and exaggerated stories. Of course, when I was younger, I may have allowed myself to be a little too exuberant, but still. What? A blatant lie. Flying naked. Such outrageous nonsense. The demon tries to pretend she's outraged, but a sly, self-satisfied smile plays on her lips. Actually, don't know who we got that from anymore. That might go way back to the storytellers, because his story also intersected with this, but if you know all of the most infamous demons, perhaps you heard of a demon named Rightous? Indeed, though I wish I hadn't. The pompous Dulot never stops boasting about his position as Our Lady of Shadows' main arcanist. Perhaps his magic really is that impressive, but unfortunately the same cannot be said for his character. He's a coward and a bore. He may be tenacious, but he certainly lacks any cunning. I heard that he recently hired some assassin and sent them after Darazan's head, but he wasn't smart enough to hire professionals. I wish I had my dude with me. Not only did they fail, but they revered the name of the client, and everyone knows who ordered the hit job. Such sad mediocrity. You're not like the other demons, why I said. Time, it's a simple answer, but true. I know a lady never supposed to reveal her age, but suffice to say, I'm far older than the city, and I recall the circumstances in which it was founded. During the ages that have passed, I have had time to play various roles. Perhaps if gods of glory and a generous and bless you with longevity, we will meet again, but if that does not happen, say 1,000 years from now, I will be completely different. As time passes, I grow bored with each new version of myself, and since boredom is my sworn enemy, I have to reinvent myself to escape its grasp. What made you interested in me? Oh, you're so modest. Velixia nods knowingly. You are a Galorian warrior, and you are responsible for securing several major victories in the World Wound. You had the courage to ascend into the abyss, and now you have chosen to pay me a visit. Moreover, you are not here to wave a sword in my face, but to have a nice conversation. Be honest, if you were me, wouldn't you be intrigued? Are you skilled in magic of enchantments? Yes, that's one of my many talents. A life that spent thousands of years can be challenged For even the most lively and curious of minds, I'm always looking for something new and exciting to do. I've studied many subjects. I take particular interest in anything bizarre and unusual. Why do you like to support talents? Wilixit glances at you coyly and gives you a charming smile. I could have told you that I'm driven by pure altruism and desire to perform good deeds, and you would have thought me the kindest and most noble of demons, but the truth is that I'm easily bored, and by attracting the young and gifted I can discover something new every day. They keep me entertained, and to be honest, they add to my prestige. I like making new friends, and with my help, those friends become influential indeed. What happened to those who fear you? Felix looks uncomprehendingly for several moments, and bursts into a peal of musical laughter. Ah, so you heard of the ridiculous rumors, don't pay attention to them, they're all boring. Whoever invented them has no imagination. I've heard rumors that I kill them, or that I keep them in my dungeon, and even just imagine that I rape them until they drop dead of exhaustion. It's all an extraordinary load of rubbish. I've done anything like that for at least a couple of millennia. Thank you. Thank you. So back to the battle bliss. Also my guy's exhausted. He should at least have one more spell slot. He does actually have more spells. Number 7. Restoration greater. Except that displays all permanent temporary negative levels affecting restoration greater also displays all magic effects, penalizing the creature, creates all temporary ability, also eliminates fatigue and exhaustion, removes all form of insanity, confusion and similar mental effects. Any non-good creature within the area of the holy ward suffers a falling ill effect. If it's up to your level HD, -1 is blinded. If it's, yeah, the problem is that that's mostly useless in this game. The target gains immunity to disease, immunity to fear, adds camera to all saving throws, the spell has no effect. Wave of ecstasy. Resurrection. Except you have to restore life completely strength. Upon completion of the spell, it's immediately restored to full hit points, vigor and health with no loss. Now that is good. Lava flows from fountains through a specially crafted magical portal. Cylinder was oddly shaped. It seemed to be the part of a demon who has been petrified, chopped into pieces and used as burning material. We are built on grave.
Follow me.
Never did get a teleportation stone, I think. Where the fuck is this thing? There it is. I hope Wojcif's okay. Just kind of been letting him chill out wherever he is. Lan wants to talk. What do you think of your powers? A nice bonus, my Kiwi is in for an upturn. You know, maybe one day I'll pull off a truly mythical job. A deity or a demon lord or something of the sort. Is Lan not here? Whatever, we can rest.
Could you bleach a little in front of me, gnome boy? I would like to conduct a personal observation of this process.
Could you slowly die in front of me? I wouldn't mind seeing that for myself either.
Nice. Wow, we fed the cooking. In case it wasn't clear, the gnomes, I'm pretty sure it came up before, but the gnomes are effectively immortal other than the fact that they bleach, which means they grey out and then die when they get too bored from life. So they're kinda a little bit similar to the dude we just talked to, only that she doesn't die from being bored. Where the fuck is Lan? What is your opinion of me? How am I known? No, Tito is safe, I noticed you. The rest of the city has heard you long before. What do you think? My trusting you strong as it was the day we first met, stronger even. Your deeds prove that there's no coincidence that we all placed our hope in you. Okay, yeah.
March on.
I wanted to make sure that it... Okay, I wasn't sure. Like, I know it comes up quite a bit in the first game. Actually, has like a... Like I said, the first game is a lot more about the Fae. And the reason the gnomes are the way they are is because they come actually from the first wood. The Fae place. They left it at some point somehow, so they're effectively like misplaced magically.
Onwards.
Which is why they are weird. I cannot find Lan, what the fuck? Am I blind? You're not down here, are you? No. I mean, I guess I can talk to him at another time. I just don't understand. I presume you didn't see him. Wait, where the fuck is Lan? He's gone. I've gone to clear my head and think about things. Try not to kill anyone. Okay then, but I hope you don't die. I like you. In fact, I like most people we have at this point. I think I might like everyone we have. But at least half of these are not used much. Still, so... Well, we don't have to go into the brothel, so I can bring her along, I guess. I will say this game has a good unpredictable nature because of how it's willing to kill your companions and stuff. Yeah, I presume land is gonna be fine, but I can't say for 100% certainly that land is gonna be fine. So just her now, that is a bit drained. It does unexpected things just often enough to keep you on your toes. It doesn't, you know, like many other video games, you kind of know what the unwritten rules are and what's never gonna happen or happen. So, for your date, Elixir has exchanged her previous dress for an equally elegant outfit. The blood red hue of her new gown seems particularly fitting, considering the activities in the arena. There you are, Sophie. Let's show you to the box reserved for a distinguished guest. I'm determined not to let you enjoy the spectacle from any other seat. The dress is very elegant. It shows an interesting occasion. With fighting. Does it bother my companions out? I was supposed to just have my date. I mean, like, even in bed, I would just have my party. Show an interesting occasion for our date. Demon shrugs and lets it use curiosity. Why not? Of course, gladiators fights are a low-brow primitive form of entertainment. But they do create an impulse, do they not? I don't see why we shouldn't indulge in such work entertainment once in a while. Oh, the fight is beginning. Okay, it's absent or whatever. A fierce battle unfolds in the arena. The bloody freak surges forward, launching into brutal attack against Atsem. Atsem desperately tries to resist onslaught, but the bloody freak is relentless. He strikes one fierce blow after another, showing no sign of exhaustion or fatigue as he bears down on an opponent. Atsem attempts to fight back against the enemy with quick sudden attacks, but fails to find an opening. The movement begins to slow, and their footsteps leave behind a crimson trail of blood. I can fight alright, but I don't like to watch such horrible fights. Watching them is scary and it makes me unhappy. Oh, here's an idea. I just keep my eyes closed. Ivy squeezes her eyes shut. Absolutely. Relax, observes she closely. Her eyes sparkle with lively curiosity, and you're forced to turn your attention away from the fight as she speaks. Slavery is the cornerstone of our life in the abyss, and gladiators fight are a popular source of entertainment. How is such shows perceived on your homeland of Galorian? What is your view on slavery? I committed slave or genocide. Slavery is disgusting. People have different opinions. Galorian is forbidden by the law in many places. The idea of slavery offends my free spirit. I think slavery is a reasonable practice, but unfortunately not everyone in Galorian shares my opinion. What do you think of Elixir? Different lands and different nations have very different customs. What do you think? The angel's noise is tense, as if expecting a fight to break out. She's too gentle, too placid, nothing at all like she used to behave in battle. No, when we fought one another, she never was meek and gentle. She's a fury of rage and anger. Angry curses. This masquerade, these tricks of hers, it's all very suspicious. Slavery offends my free spirit. Relaxian smiles approvingly, clearly pleased with the answer. It offends ours too. Demons take great pleasure in enslaving others, and will bind their slaves without hesitation. But a demon in chain will not rest until they regain their freedom and tear their captors to pieces. With a victorious growl, the bloody freak hurls himself recklessly at the rival. Physically exhausted from her wounds, however, Atsum merely was feigning weakness. She dodges at the last moment and strikes a resounding blow. Blood gushes from the demon's wound, and his growl of rage gives way to a howl of desperation. Elixir glances disinterestedly at the arena, then turns her attention to you. She's clearly more interested in the conversation than watching the fight. Nevertheless, Galorians who are not enslaved are often forced to fight by those in authority. Yet they still charge into battle with such zeal as those gladiators down in the arena. So tell me, what gives them motivation to fight? What do they hope to achieve? Our conscience and our nobility leads us to battle. Those with honor will follow the orders of the sovereign and fight because it's a duty. Those who are worthy fight for the freedom. As for the rest, they fight because they are obedient to the will of the masters. Every fight for their own interest. They just pretend otherwise. mercy into the soul of others. The demon leans back, satisfied with the answer. I appreciate your restraint and exercising judgment. It's difficult to discern the motives of others, and those who believe themselves capable of such insight are often arrogant, ridiculous fools. Stop, stop, stop. Stop, stop. Atsum, no longer putting on a pretense of weakness, advances against the bloody freak, dealing him several painful blows. She strikes with precision, drawing blood but never delivering a fatal blow. The audience goes wild as Atsum toys with the opponent, and the smell of blood hangs heavily in the air. There is no doubt that the merciless symphony of violence being played out in the arena will soon reach a deadly crescendo. But the bloody freak isn't finished. He lets out a monstrous, bloodthirsty howl. It reverberates around the arena as he channels his powerful rage into one last brutal attack. He strikes as swift as lightning. An Atsum's flurry of blows is brought to a sudden halt. She sways slightly, then doubles over as if embracing the blade that was just plunged through her body. Then, with another primal roar, the demon cuts it down, displacing his weakened opponent with one powerful strike. Alexia watches Atsum closely. She muses thoughtfully. But every warrior will meet their death eventually. How do Glorians face the end in life? Are they scared of death? Do they despise us? Or do they welcome it as friend? Remember, if the disease live on in their deeds, there's no reason to be afraid of a worthy death. Death is the end. We should live our life to the fullest while we still have breath in our lungs. If we die, it just means you were too stupid and lazy to avoid your own demise. The question is too complicated to answer without further contemplation. What would Sophie say? Death is the end. So we should live our life to the fullest. You have such a passion for life. I was never seen such depths of feelings. Most people are afraid of their emotions and lack the courage to show their true feelings, so they try to keep them hidden with tricks, distraction that disguise the cowardice of the soul. The screams and howls of the crowd are deafening. The bloody freak, oblivious to the numerous wounds, basking in the admiration of the audience. The arena master I like how they say the arena master because they don't know who's in this cutscene. Ranks across the battlefields. All hail the winner. Hail bloody freak. At least that's my guess. Hasmara rises from the place and announces loudly, I want a bloodthirsty fighter to be my servant. From now on he's my slave, and anyone insolent enough to object will face my wrath. A formidable bodyguard is quite a stature symbol. Damn. Why would I need a bodyguard? It would make things... I'm not powerful enough to protect... It would make others think I'm not powerful enough to protect myself. Mr. Shirt, I'm not Hasmara. I do not need to surround myself with weaknesses. If you're outbid, we will wipe the smirk of her arrogant face. Alexia averts her gaze, but fails to hide a mischievous smile. While the positive delightful idea I can't resist. Ah, what you do to me, you discover my weakness. One moment ago, Hasmara commanded the attention of the entire audience as she boasted about her power. However, when Velixia rises to her seat, all eyes turn toward the succubus. I dare challenge the claim of the most esteemed Hasmara. I am touched by the fighter's tenacity. He has found his way to my heart, and I wish to make him my bodyguard. If anyone dares to argue against the right to make such a claim, they can say so to my face. The arena master glances cautiously at Hasmara, then turns to Velixia and gives her a respectful nod. The crowd erupts into jeers and shouts, clearly enjoying the public humiliation of Baphomet's daughter. Hasmara bellows and utters wild curses, and the sounds of her wrath shake the arena, but Velixia ignores her threats with a look of magnificent disdain, gives a sly smile. This is so exciting. I've enjoyed our time together here at the arena. However, I cannot resist the urge to appear with you somewhere in high society. I'm sure you wouldn't say no to attending a private reception with me at the harem of the Ardent Dreams. Shimura has prepared something special for her guests. I would very much like for you to experience it with me. I shall wait for you there. You must come. I simply won't take no for an answer. Felixia suddenly pauses as she's about to leave. She turns toward you with a look of gentle reproach. Oh, I should have reminded myself. I nearly forgot. After such a wonderful time together, you will become a regular guest, I insist. Please accept this little gift as a reminder that the doors of my manor are always open to you. The coin is a key to the teleportation arch located in Upper City. Guard him. I would not normally give something like this to an ordinary guest, but there's nothing ordinary about this. I'm pretty sure if you don't outbid, then you have to fight that dude later, because spoilers, you're gonna have to fight that woman at some point. I mean, she's like literally from the people that you're at war with, so that's my guess at least. Lekix, how are you doing? You've been trying to enslave my companion Saucy and his brother. Ah, that was a rash decision. Please accept my apology. Such behavior was unprofessional of me. You kinda killed the fucking dude. It's just that he'll make a perfect addition to the arena. I would have made sure he was given the best care, and he would have been accepted into the Neridian League without question. In fact, he would not be risking his life any more than he already does as your companion. He will be living in far more comfortable conditions. However, I can see the warriors have failed to persuade you, so please forgive me, champion. Don't punish me too severely. I almost kinda want... Do we kill him? Serious question. I mean, I can keep going and I can get back to this, but... do we kill him for that? Because I kinda almost wanna kill the fucking guy now. I wasn't that mad about it last time because, you know, the brother survived, but now that he actually did kill the brother, I'm a little bit, I feel like justice has to be served. Well, at least I have a teleportation rune to the top now. But for now we go to the flashy market. Kind of silly how many people hate on the chapter, because I do think the chapter overall is very good. It's a nice break of pace from the other stuff. You don't have to deal with the crusade management. My main gripe with it is the random fights. It was a good idea of mine to introduce you to high society at this reception. We are subject to gossip among the guests. I heard them whispering about how we showed up together. To entertain you with some conversation, you look stunning in your outfit, as usual. So, what we have in this private reception? Elixir's eyes widen and she leans forward as if letting you on a secret. Chimera came up with such an interesting idea. Today she will dispense false justice. Chimera's voice rings through the hall. All rise, the proceeding will now begin. With the dispensation of false justice, I, Chimera the Ardent Dream, will perform duties of judge. The right of prosecution will be granted to anyone acquainted with rage and hatred, and the part of the defender will be given to time and blind fate. All participants are obligated to show due dread and obedience to the decision of the court. Now our first case is brought by the assassin Dogwood against the bodyguard for hire, Catroll. Dogwood accuses Catroll of being exceedingly nimble and dexterous. This excessive dexterity enabled the defendant to foil 3 assassination attempts against his employer, thus preventing the plaintiff from fulfilling his contract. Elixir is more interested in having conversation than watching the champ try. You know, Sophie, after our last few pauses playfully visited the battle place, I've been thinking a lot about the customs in Gilorian. Despite our difference, we actually have a lot in common. Our actions and desires stem from the same passion. Except when it comes to Elixir's eyes widen with excitement, it shatters the wall that's fallen to the abyss. To love. It's common knowledge demons know nothing about love, so why don't you explain it? Do you still believe she's dangerous? more than ever. Take a look at this place. She brought you here to witness a mockery of justice, to watch its genuine insult to truth and fairness. She's either trying to provoke you to violence, or make you one of her obedient puppets. She wants to provoke me, doesn't she? It's pure uplifting feeling. Ah, fuck love. What? It takes the elixir a moment to understand the meaning, but she shrugs. Well, I did warn you that there would be entertainment at the reception, didn't I? If it bothers you, I could ask my dear Chimera to be a little quieter with the executions. Also, this one was pretty funny when you are playing the Aeon. I don't know if it had any unique interactions, but you're just sitting there seething. Because you're supposed to be like all about judgment. And this is a joke. Love is a load of nonsense invented by Nate Fools. Love is a broad concept. It's passion, physical attraction, something that pushes you to do all kinds of crazy things, like ride on a griffin's back. Crazy things? I've been 1,000 years since I last did anything truly crazy. How intriguing. But it sounds too good to be true. Are you trying to lure me into a trap? Elixir laughs teasingly. Growling with rage, Catroy the bodyguard has his head chopped off with a giant axe for being too good at his job. The crowd roars with approval, and a beaming plaintiff counts his coin. This is a perversion of justice. They make a mockery of the very idea of a fair and noble trial. They enjoy ridiculing the law. It's not true that love restricts freedom, and thus a harsh constraint can sometimes lead to cruel, evil deeds. Does not love force people to act contrary to their desires and subordinate them to the object of their affection? Do not even the most loving souls feel occasional regret about treading away from freedom for love? Haven't the most terrible betrayals been committed for the sake of love? Doesn't unrequited love cause mortals to commit suicide? Isn't rejection the reason they often resort to violence and other terrible crimes? I'm most curious to hear the answer to those questions. It's a party and it's disgusting. People in love, the first thing they do is shout. It's disgusting. Sophie isn't taking no shit on this. This is a fucking disgusting. Well, I find it quite funny. Besides, I've heard this event has a lot in common with Wait Fires Ahead in the native DeLorean. Is that not so? Can't even dance it to me. I'm against all constraints. Free love is always triumphs. As for crimes, no one ever said that love wasn't dangerous. Ha, people in love, the first thing they do is shackle themselves. Yes. Elixir repeats your words slowly, as if tasting them. Free love, dangerous. That sounds thrilling and perilous. I love games like that. The execution has been audience in an uproar. The demons howl their approval, and Chimera has to raise their voice to be heard above the noise. Next we hear the case of Wasa, the nose cutter. He attacked 2 illusionary visitors from another plane, even though the Great Noticular made it clear that they were under protection. Wasa, the nose cutter, tracked down the victims in Upper City and killed them with his slave. Then he robbed them and cut off their tongues and noses. Scrawny demon doesn't look like a hardened killer. He writhes in his shackles, yelling hysterically. But I'm not Versa, the nose cutter. I don't even know who that is. My name is Charzal. I've never been to the Upper City. I'm not allowed to enter, even though that's where a slaver of my status should live. Wait, there's another slaver who's alive? Kill him. Kill him, right now. Besides, I've never had a slave in my life. It's all Hesmera's fault. She wanted to buy my slaves at half price. I refused to sell. Now she's taking revenge against me and plans to get her hands on my slaves. It seems like that love is like a living creature. Sometimes it behaves one way, and other times another. It's contrary and inconsistent. It leads to both good and bad. And like every living creature, it's bound to die eventually. After all, every love, no matter how strong, is doomed to die. Is it not so? Love comes and goes. Our duty and responsibility. Love never goes away. Old love just gives way to new love. Love is like a food you buy at a cheap tavern. It smells better than it tastes and spoils sooner than you expect. Now that is some fucking fedora tipping shit right there. I don't know what it's called. Love never goes away. Old love just gives way to new love. Elixir maintains her composure, but you can see the corners in her mouth twitch and her eyes twinkle mischievously. It's all madness, true madness. Everything you say is nonsense and empty fantasies, yet I find it impossible to resist. My head is spinning. What have you done to me, my cunning friend? Whoop. There goes the last slaver. Shamir shouts to the hair to be heard above the screams of verses in those cutter. The court finds evidence of the indicted person innocent to be quite evidence of the indicted person's innocence to be quite convincing. However, false justice requires every sin to be punished. So therefore, I hereby declare the demon to be executed without further delay. Shamir throws a conspiratory glance at Hesmera, who stands nearby. The latter grins and boasts mockingly. Shamir announces loudly, and the last crime of her day is the most harmful and treacherous. Listen to her attentively. The crime of sinful mercy. And the offense was further aggravated by an attempt at self-sacrifice. A tiefling is brought forward and chained. Shamir glares furiously at the bloody beaten figure. The mortal who stands before you is a descendant of Shazal, a slave trader who died recently. A week ago, this tiefling was offered the chance to be an accomplice in the murder of the Shazal in exchange for a portion of the slave's holdings. Shazal's slave's holding. However, the mortal refused to participate in such cunning yet profitable murder. Driven by some insane familiar sentiment and a disgusting display of fondness, Shamir literally spits out the last word. He warned Shazal about the possible attempt on his life. He personally hired Katrol, one of the best bodyguards and a sure to guard his father's life. His father! Shamir has to shout to be heard over the indignant clamor of the demonic audience. I think all of these are connected. Because we had a slaver and he hired the bodyguard, and that's like, I think this is all a fucking sham just to get the slaver killed. That's what I'm reading right now. There's more. During the last attempt on Charles's life, this mortal, driven by the most disgusting feelings of duty and gratitude for his own existence, tried to cover his father with his own body to save him from assassin daggers. We find such action to be criminally insane and dangerous. Therefore, for justice demands that he be sentenced this mortal to death. Charles's property will be declared destitute of an heir and henceforth accessible to anyone who wishes to take possession of it. The tiefling is too weak to protest, and the signal he's executed by the gods. Rexia smiles at you, her eyes sparkle with excitement. She seems uninterested in the drama that is played out. Thank you for your conversation. I expect to find it interesting. I had no idea that our discussion would be so thought-provoking. I'm glad to say I decided to come here with you, and sincerely hope that you'll visit again. I hope to see you in my manor soon. I have small receptions at the most interesting and noteworthy residents in Upper City. Conversation at the receptions are always entertaining. If you were to attend, we could continue our discussion about love. Of course, I seriously doubt my guests will be interested in the topic as I am, so perhaps we finish the conversation in private. I hope to see you soon, sweet Sophie. Don't stay away too long. I'm looking forward to our next visit. That tiefling was so pathetic. How charming. Doesn't bother me why I'm dispensing for his justice, but I need to continue my quest.
March on.
I'm a bit offended that you can't interrupt that scene. I wish we could have just gotten up and killed everyone in the room. Maybe an angel can do that. Kinda doubt it though. I feel like this area is not very conducive to battle. I come here seeking your patronage. Do I even still need your patronage? I probably do. Shimei looks at you up and down with a contemptuous expression and answers. So what use can you be, you foolish little mortal? The most powerful demon serve me. What can your pitiful save offer that I can't? In your mind, Shimei's voice sounds calmer, though still arrogant. In truth, there is one thing you can help me, Galorian, but others don't know about it. Work for me and I grant you a share of my attention and patronage. No doubt you've already heard of the Neridian Crystal. Object of astonishing power that grant their owners incredible abilities. Every Lucianara knows they exist, but no one knows where they are and how to get them. No one except for its smug cow, Hasmara. I want you to find out what they are. My advice is start searching in the pile of refuse known as the Lower City. Ask for the Thorian. My predecessor is now a beggar. If that pathetic wretch is still alive, he knows something. Now go, don't bother returning until you have the information I need. Take my mark, so that the arch near my palace will let you in. I don't want you to waste your time. I don't want to waste my time waiting for you to wind your back through the streets of my city with vital information. The hand of the inheritor addresses the undercurrent of alarm in his voice. I see greed in the eyes of the fiend. She has already offered you a deal, and I sense more than idle interest lies behind it. We both know Iridian crystals can make demons immensely powerful. We are pursuing Hasmara to prevent her from creating and unleashing upon us an army of mythical monsters transformed by these crystals. Yet if you reveal the secrets of the crystals to Chimera, we are simply trading one enemy for another. Our mission demands that we make concessions, but it does not mean we must blindly obey every demon's request. Weigh each of Chimera's words, remember how cunning she is, and do not let her turn you into a tool she can use to commit atrocities. Armor your heart and do only what you must, not what she, with all promises and charms, will try to convince you to do. Perhaps to find a knife in your back at any moment. What issues me? She may answers with exasperated sigh, because you're neither a demon nor a resident of the Lushnara. You're a wild card, an insignificant Galorian. No one is interested in your exploits, and you will not draw any unnecessary attention. That doesn't really work now that I've done all this other stuff. You are not bound in service to any demon, therefore if you dig up the information, you will bring it to me, and you will bring it to the one who will pay you the most, and that is to say me. You want one to your master because you don't have one, at least not here in the abyss. If I gave this task to my servants, I would be sure only of one thing. They would sell the information about my interest to the enemies, and then if they learn anything about the crystal, they would use this information to benefit themselves instead of bringing it. Where would I look for him? In the depths, if he's still alive. The gravity of the meticulous punishment would have dragged him to the very bottom of Lushnara. Dig through the garbage, talk to the vagrants and beggars. You surely don't expect me to do it for you. Why should I look for him? When I first heard about the crystal, it seemed to me the last days of the Farner's rule. When I first heard about the crystals, it reminded me of the last day of the Forian's rule. It was Nauticulus' right hand before me. He was plotting a coup, and he was spying on him to turn him into Nauticula and take his position. I remember he was trying to get his hands on a purple crystal of some kind. He probably succeeded. I didn't pay much attention at the time, but current situation makes me think. Perhaps that was an Iridian crystal that he was after. If so, the Forian might know something about them. This, I believe, ties back to the storytellers, because he also, I believe, was interacting with this exact scene when they hit the crystal. So you and the Afma aren't friends, I take it. In your mind, Shimmer's voice answered with arrogant scoff. Be friends with that miserable cow, of course not. I'm calling her to learn her secrets. But it's a constant struggle not to put her in her place. Baphomet minions are far too bold here in Lushnara. So about the crystal you're so interested in. You haven't heard of the Iridian crystals? Are all Galorians so stupid and unobservant? They are purple crystals, possessing them grants immense power. Unfortunately, only high-ranking servants of Baphomet know how to find them, or how to use them. They use the crystals to gain tremendous power, and now destroy them on Lushnara like they own the place. Imagine a mysterious mind not far from Nexus. Look into my mind, you might be interested in this place. It's where I saw the crystals. We're gonna wait on that. I'm not inclined to give information I don't need. But I got another coin. We can go up to the north. Check the do actually. You have an arch right here. I wonder how much text I've read through this whole game. It must be a lot. There's a lot of text in this game. I know I'm not the best reader, but I mean, to be fair, there's a lot of text you can't be the best reader doing any of this because you just have to keep moving forward. But I hope it's still appreciated.
Let us
How do I
be
get
off.
back up there? Okay. Thank you. I'm always very self-conscious of my accent. The sound lab is agitated chittering. First your ears. I don't know how adept you are at reading the emotion of others, so I must warn you, you are in danger. Why am I in danger? Alexia's greatest enemy is her own boredom, and it has bested her once again. The lady grows tired of you, and your company no longer gives her as much joy as it did before. You have ceased to surprise her, and she now finds you tedious and dull. If you wish to keep her interested, you need to stop acting so predictable. Try to keep her puzzled and intrigued by your behavior. If you follow my advice, you may stand a chance of leaving with your mind and body unharmed. It's nice though that she gives me advice. Like, Jarvis is surprisingly kind quotation marks considering the fucked up shit she has done. Alexia's demeanor has changed since the last time you saw her. She looks at you with a mixture of boredom and irritation. When she greets you, her friendliness no longer seems genuine, but forced and insincere. Here's our long-awaited guest. The performance is about to begin. There's so much new talent here today. I wonder if any of them will entertain me. She looks directly at you as if she makes this remark. How am I unpredictable? To be fair, I did talk about it dress the first time, and then the second time I was direct. Who knows what will happen? The demon stares at you indignantly. I hope you're not suggesting anything improper. I'm not sure what you're trying to insinuate, but I would advise you not to be insolent with me. Thing is, I don't know if I should just be chaotic, because being chaotic all the time is predictable. So I feel like I need to be not chaotic. Alexia claps her hands imperiously, and one of the performers begins to sing a heartfelt ballad in a deep voice. She looks tired and her eyes are full of sadness. There's a wistful tone in her voice as she asks, "Tell me, how did you end up here in the abyss? You're not one of us. Always a fawn. Why did you come to our void? What do you think is going on?" The hand voice is grim. "This is a final. The performance is about to end. I've already told you." Alexia's temper is volatile. Now that you can see the proof of my word, she has grown tired of the Nickelodeon companion and will unleash her anger upon you at any moment. If you can surprise her, you might buy yourself some time. Otherwise, you should prepare for a fight. We are now in this white creature's lair, and our enemies have us cornered. One of us always. Why did you come to our world? See, I'm gonna try to be lawful and like flip it, but I don't know if that will work. It's what the queen ordered me to do. Jabez must have noticed a look of anger that flashed on Alexa's face. Her telepathic voice interrupts. "Guess had every reason to keep the true purpose of the visit to the abyss a secret, Lady Alexia. It is well known that she has won many battles against the demons in their home world. Perhaps she is being tight-lipped about the visit because it's part of an intricate plot for further conquest." Jabez's clever words are not without effect. Alexia smiles slightly and looks at you with renewed interest. What the fuck? She jumped in for me? Jabba's voice goes quiet, and you realize she's no longer projecting on what's of Alexia's mind. The message's intent. I've helped you escape the wrath this time, Crusader, but if you continue to interrupt your conversation, if I continue to interrupt the conversation, I will only share your grim fate. Stop being so predictable. If you behave more erratic, you might be able to starve off your boredom. The demon interrupts the ballad, so that was not good, so don't be lawful. Demon interrupts the ballad. The singer queers beneath the imperious gaze and hurries away. Another performer steps forward. Press as a gesture. Here's another one of our distinguished guests. How many mortars would it take to paint this manor? 4 our distinguished guest. I think I hit the wrong button. Whatever the joke was, it probably wasn't that important. Wailing was starting to annoy me. What do we have next? Oh, another fool has decided to entertain me with jokes. Well, how far? As far as I'm aware, laughing at quibbles and misfortune is popular on Giloin as well. If you ask me, it's a primitive form of entertainment. Still, you mortals seem to enjoy it, even though you try to pretend yourself different from creatures of vice and evil. Now that I'm thinking about it, what's the difference between demons and Gilorians? A fight with death? We will prevent you a shock on your own blood. Felixia rolls her eyes and sighs. She looks bored. Ah, yes, such a predictable response. I know I was expecting anything different. After all, you're a fighter, not a philosopher. She dismisses Jester with her hand. The scrawny spellcaster come forward and immediately conjures up 2 illusions that begin to fight violently with one another. I don't know what she wants from me. Cut off your wings and put you in chain and teach you obedience. May death take you, you despicable beast. Light will prevail. Melissa rolls her eyes in exasperation and her voice is unpleasantly shrill. Deep down, I'm beginning to wonder if you're worthy of my time. I sure desire your company. What more do you have to offer? That is a question you must answer for yourself. Belixia is no longer trying to be polite. Her face is cold and cruel, full of malice. Her voice is dangerously calm, but avoids the threat. She think twice before telling me what I must or must not do, Glorian. I advise you not to let such a mistake happen again. Belixia snaps her fingers in irritation. Magic sparks fly from her fingertip. The foremost who were unlucky enough to provide the evening entertainment begin to scream in pain. The bodies change density and color. Matter of moments, they have been completely transformed into a set of whimsically decorated furniture. The pieces of furniture creak sadly as if lamenting their bitter fate. Alexia is clearly tired of you, and the polite words she forces out from between her clenched teeth do a poor job of hiding the frustration. I admit that our time together has brought me a certain degree of amusement. However, I do not intend for us to meet again. I ask you to take this humble gift as a sign of my affection, and a fond memory of pleasure our conversation used to provide. The succubus hands you an elegant piece of jewelry. It's one of the latest creation. It's an intelligent mind on its own. It is certainly far more clever and sophisticated than many living creatures I know. The jewelry will identify the most important traits and features of its owner, and then it will enhance those abilities. It's a very valuable gift, and I hope this appreciation was. I must ask you to leave. I've grown tired of companion. Do you know anything about Finian? Melixian eyes narrows her eyes as she examined Finian. Do you really think I would release such a poor craftsmanship into the world? Words fail me. However, I've seen the work like this before. It was done by an incompetent, untalented individual who is called the Bladesmith. Who has called himself the Bladesmith. He showered me with compliments and asked for me to be my apprentice. But in truth, he just wanted to learn my secrets. Needless to say, I refused him on no uncertain terms. Well, let's see what he managed to learn on his own. It looks like he lacked the skill to copy my transformation spells, and he clearly has no idea what he was doing. This is disgustingly crude work. The soul didn't fill the shape completely, and part of it is still lost somewhere. To tell you more, I need to disassemble this sample. Don't even think about it. You demons are always looking for a reason to start dismembering people. If I were here to fight Self-talk, I'll be more than a match for you, sweetheart. You have a tough time taking me down. How abominable. Its mind seems flawed too. The blade should have called himself the bungler, because that is more accurate. Just look at this. He was clearly incapable of selecting the right kind of soil and transforming it properly. What a waste of material. Do we care about freeing the people? Or do we just leave? She didn't attack me last time I played through this either, so now I'm wondering, I presume you can get into combat because the game warns you multiple times. Do lift the thing. Elixir gives you a quick stare. She lifts the chin heartily and mutters through clenched teeth. If I do as you demand, what will happen to my manor? Have you considered that? I've been collecting furniture this way for millennia. Now you want me to leave my house with bare walls and drafty rooms? What unthinkable nonsense. Were it not for the commander, I would have chopped your head off, turning living creatures into other things. It's the worst of all crimes. Do we fight, or do we just leave? She did give me a gift, and honestly, demons are demons. I am inclined to just walk out, but I can fight her. So if we could do it. Maybe one day she will learn to not be a bitch. You know, one of her iterations will be a not bitch iteration. There we go. I'm gonna leave. Miller looks at you with barely concealed annoyance, but she forces herself a smile, to smile politely. Our date was unforgettable, and now I ask that you leave as soon as possible. Elixir granted you her patronage, though her interest did not last long. The affair has brought you recognition and the fear and respect of Elutiona's many residents. I ask you, be honest with me, do you like the tension? Even until your show shows me treasure, my voice will remain unchanged. It was a very exciting event. I hope I will enjoy being feared and respected. It has been very beneficial for our reputation, that's all that matters. You're right, it was beneficial. I only worry that such success comes at heavy cost to your soul. Demonic corruption is like a weed. A boulder may seem unbreakable, but the tiniest crack in itself is enough for a seed to sprout. As a weed grows, the root will cause a rock to shatter. Jailbirth, I'm not dead. Your diplomacy and wit are to be commended. Not every person could survive an evening like this unscathed, but you managed to avoid being turned into an exquisite item.
Let's move.
So that probably is a good outcome. I need to look at the item. I don't know if I got the item last time, so I might have got more points than I did previously. I'm at plus 5 natural armor enhancement to armor classic grants away a plus 2 bonus to the highest current ability. Oh, I still have the collar. Armor enhancement to armor class additionally grants plus reflex fortitude. Sadly, it's not on the model. Sure, let's go with her. I don't think I got that last time. What else did I get? Oh, yeah, it was the agile fists. I like this. Mighty fists, there we go. So this is 77. 23, so it does buff it. Okay, that's good to know as well. Yeah, I mean the 5 natural armor is pretty much insanely good. And then the +2 attribute is also good. More intelligence, even though she's like actually retarded, but whatever. There's really no reason for it to have anything else, but sure, let's just put them in there. Scintillating pattern. Euphoric tranquility. Creature under the effect of this enchantment enters a state of euphoria, and until the spell's end, the creature's speed is halved and it must succeed saving throw each round to avoid being nauseated, which means you can't act. It's another will save, so it is a high level will save. Like shout except the cone is 10d6 sonic damage, also becomes stunned for 1 round. Yeah, that's cool as that one. So what else do we have left? Find the Foreign, try to secure an audience. The Wicked, arrange a meeting with Nuticular for Ember. Go to the bandit match in the upper city. Visit Waters of Manners. I know where this is, so I don't have the dwarf with me. I know. I do have her with me, so I guess we can look for that place. I think I just let inside, right? Oh, we gotta go left to the mansion.
Follow me.
The purple fog, just like the moon in the night sky, is a product of the will of the Lady of Shadows. She could give her realm any appearance, and she has chosen this one.
March on.
That's the incessant degeneracy. Okay, we're gonna have to do this
I'm always
fight
open
again.
to ideas.
Aporane sentes. Aporane sentes. Hashani Zabikur. Hashan Zabikur. Ona Adayana.
I tire of waiting.
Aporone sentes. Inimosi travisi. Inimosi travisi. Inimosi travisi. Inimosi travisi. Lisano Danio. Inimosi travisi.
Okay, should be good enough. Let's see if I can own zone these guys now. Let's just start with this. Oh, the other guy's immune. Yeah, that's probably okay. Useless.
Amorane Sentes.
God, level win.
We won't falter!
Are you not in rage? Yeah, why are you not in rage?
The Inheritor, guide my blade!
Okay, right, one of them passed out. God damn it, really. Well, I have the spell now. Even though the problem is that it's gonna eat up my resources. That's fine. Christmas is there for eating. Okay. Someone fatigued her. Or she left rage somehow. Just end your turn. No, these guys are not that dangerous right now. Which is funny because they owned me that one time, but just a few buffs and a few more levels. Her armor class has gone up massively. She's now at 48. She used to be at like 30 something earlier when we last fought this. So she's almost impossible to hit. She's not actually good at hitting down though. And once she has flank, it should be easy. You can shove. Ouch.
Strike with all your might!
The light take you!
Damn it. More saucer. There we go, that wasn't so hard, was it? Somehow I got the box. So can I enter this place? Because I don't actually have to do right now. There's strange magical lock on the door, unlike anything you've ever seen. How to open it is unclear. So yeah, you cannot do it if you don't have the dude. It's the second of these things. Because if it's good enough for once, it's good enough for twice. Come on, it's aligned, it's just upside down. How do you even tell if it's upside down? Bismuth, be my dude.
Onwards.
I don't understand this design really. It's weird because this game has some really good puzzles and then it has this weird stuff. Come on, really. I don't know what I'm doing, but whatever I'm doing, I'm having a fucking stroke. Why is the last? Okay, there we go.
I'm prepared.
And it's not interactable, I presume, because this one broke. Oh, now we really did it. I might have a problem now. I think I broke the game. I can't go on it anymore, but it doesn't spin anymore.
The struggles never cease. We will win this war.
Fuck me. Can you activate the archway? Yes. I wish I could have gotten the item. I'm probably not bothering redoing it, so whatever is in there is gonna be gone forever. Now it's interactable. You don't have to mention a gate. If anyone would have it, it would be you. Can't just fly over there like a normal.
Let
Fuck
us
it,
be
you
off.
kissed. Item not worth. Gonna call it a night in a minute though. Kinda just wanna get a Rouge-Lace quest done. Fit. Incomprehensible scrolls have been inscribed on the wall within this countless dialects of the abyss.
I've embarrassed myself.
You did.
I'm glad I was useful to you.
What else would exist? Is there another route? There might be more over here somewhere. Rumor said that he convinced Naga was somehow everyone knew besides that one woman.
Let's move.
Okay, so this just has the house of there must be one more path here that I'm missing.
Follow me.
Oops.
Please, forgive me. I embarrassed myself.
Well, you suck. This just goes down to the lower level. There's another portal here. Oh, it's this mansion. I found it. The Zata. And handsome young man in a snow-white toga reclines in a plush armchair next to a table heaving with scrumptious food. Flowers are nested in his blonde curls, while gems sparkle in his half-bare chest. A boy sits on the floor before him, rubbing the soles of the man's feet with scented oil. The master of the house greets Arushale with a wave of his hand. Even the glittering wings cannot hide his black-scabbed fingers oozing with pus. There you are, my venomous butterfly. More beautiful than ever. I see that taking a stroll around the void of mortals did you some good. You're slimmer, and there's a healthy flush to your cheeks, just like a doll. He examines you with a languorous curiosity. What is this, a souvenir from Galorian? Pretty thing, isn't she? So fresh, so hale. You barely used her, I see. Say nothing. Please sit, eat, and as I'm feeling magnanimous today, your mortal pet may partake. Take a look at the perfect table I laid in honor of your coming. See these grapes, every single one is gilded, and this wine from ruins of Asland is older than any living mortal, many demons and even some of the gods. And last but certainly not least, behold our main course, a roasted drake. They eat us all the time, so why shouldn't we return the favor? He got a point. Okay. Thank you, Arushale hesitantly plucks one of the gilded grapes, puts it in her mouth, and chews slowly. It's been a while since I last saw you, Damachio. What happened to your hands? The other raises his disfigured hand to smile innocently. Don't you remember what those hands did at your behest? It seems the nature of the Zata cannot contain all the freedom granted by the Abyss without sustaining a little damage. But it's nothing, it barely hurts. Go on, eat. This is all for you. Or perhaps you prefer some human meat? Damachio grabs the slave boy by the hair and presses a sharpened manicured nail to the boy's throat. Do you want me to serve him instead? Don't. I've never had a taste for mortal flesh. Arushale throws you remorseful looks, forces herself to finish. Only mortal souls. You've managed to change yourself, Arushale. That's the main thing. Sela looks askance at Damachio, and he betrayed himself. On a diet, afraid of getting fat? Clever girl. Your succubus must take very good care of your looks. It's not like you have anything else. Now, if you don't mind, I think I sample this fine repast. He picks up a piece of meat and chews on it with a great relish, then wipes the grease and pus oozing from his hands on the boy's hair. Oshale, you wanted to convince him to renounce evil. Isn't this the time you spoke up? Oshale nods. She takes a deep breath and proclaims in a timid, trembling voice, Damachio, I've embarked on a path of ascension. I'm going there, to Elysium. I'd like you to ban the abyss, and together we could. I'd like you to try. With each word out of Arushale's mouth, the Azata's expression twists more and more, finally setting into a sneer of revulsion. And his contemptuous stare, Arushale swallows her words and falls silent. With a loud snort, Damachio upends his cup of wine and flashes another cordial smile. My butterfly, what is this nonsense? You barely touched it, and yet you sound so utterly drunk. I understand. Of course you don't want it. Not after everything I have. Arushale swallows hard. Then I simply ask for your forgiveness. I did this to you. I turned you into this. It's my fault. Fault? The Farlan Azata laughs maliciously. What are you on about, darling? I'm happy now, thanks to you. Who was I back in Elysium? A destitute good for nothing. All I did was flutter around singing ditties. And now? He gestures around the rich interior with his disfigured hand. I've got everything I could dream of. Treasures, slaves, the very best grub. I sleep in comfort and with whomever I want. They respect me in the city. I owe my purse and they prostrate themselves before me. All my enemies are gone now. What else is there to want? I'm happy. This isn't happiness. Is it not? That's news to me. If having all your dreams come true isn't happiness, then what is? Fine. Let your mortal pet be the arbiter. You there, kid sim. Hey, did not my ways. Am I happy or not? I'm sorry for you. That's a good one. This morsel of mortal meat takes pity on me. I buy and sell dozens of you every day. I remember what you were when I first met you. So brave, so kind, so inspired. I ruined you. Forgive me. Bah. All you did was teach me what life is about. I didn't find it amusing back then, but now I understand your valuable lessons. The old me would never have achieved what I have now. I don't even have desires as such. I didn't even have desires as such. What did I want? Justice? Freedom? Sugary froth and idealistic drivel? I should thank you for opening the milksop's eyes. Self-replying, Ursula begins to hum the Song of Elysium. Enough! Enough! Stop that. It's making my head hurt. You want some music? Here's real music for you. Hey, Demarchio claps imperiously. Three scantily clad succubi into the room and start playing musical instruments. Do you recognize these dresses? You wore them that night you dumped me the first time. I boiled like a simpleton, but it doesn't matter anymore. I'm always merry now. Every time I bend one of them over, I picture that face. I picture your face that day. Hey, Demarchio angrily turns toward the succubi. Which of you is out of tune? Hey you, what am I paying you for? To ruin my strings? Give yourself 20 lashes. The succubus produces a whip. Demarchio grins lavishly, his eyes starting from the musicians to Rochelet and back. Why don't we wear dresses like that anymore? It really suits you. Say nothing. Ursula stands up. I've tried to apologize, but clearly you don't need my apologies. Let's have it your way then. I just want you to know I wholeheartedly regret what I've done to you. Goodbye, Demarchio. I'm leaving, and this time for good. Sit down, you whore. Azata slams his hand on the table, standing in class with black pus. The other succubi produce whips and smirk at Rochelet and view. You're not leaving this place again. You're mine by right, and you'll be mine forever. That's enough. I don't want to kill you. There's no need to fight. Let us go separate ways and not hurt each other anymore. Desna knows we have had enough of that already. Oh, I don't want to kill you either. I want to gouge out your eyes and fuck your eye holes. Then I perforate your tender skin and fuck every one of those holes too. Then I drill your holes through your head and... He stands up. I don't even have begun to hurt you, bitch. I've dreamed of this day for so long. You get it. Azata path, make the flowers of Elysium bloom. Let it remind you of what you've lost. Appear to the slave boy. Hey, deal with him and you'll be free. Appear to succubis, and it was I who tempted Rochelet and forced her into the path of good. Run away or meet the same fate. Now that's a pretty funny tempt. Enough, we don't want to fight. Finally, been waiting to murder you since your remark. Where I got my Azata movement. Wondrous flowers bloom around Demarchio, filling the room with aroma the abyss never has known. The fallen Azata looks around, his face contorted with alarm and horror. No, I don't want to remember. Take the wench alive. You may eat the mortar right here. Get to it, you layabouts. Demarchio's servants.
I will resist!
Like how they're trying to disarm me. You can't disarm someone whose arms size of claws. I guess you can declaw me.
We can do it!
No glory without risk.
sentence.
Disappear.
I can still fight.
Forwards.
The inheritor, guide my blade.
You can end it. The Zota bares his teeth in a truly demonic snarl as he points his weapon at Arishlei's chest. You're going nowhere, bitch, nowhere, you're mine. Tamashio, I've renounced evil, now I serve Desna, your former mistress. If she gave a succubus like me a chance, surely she can forgive you too. The path of ascension is difficult, but... Am I a toy to you? You sent me to the abyss on a whim, then you changed your mind and called me back to Elysium. Stuff your ascension up you. Zazada shakes his head. Suddenly he looks desperate. Arushley, my girl, my butterfly. Enough of this nonsense. Do you want me to apologize? I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to say any of that. I just missed you so much. I needed you so much. You're my only desire, my only dream. You alone. Then Damachio falls to his knees and reaches for Arushley, who recoils in disgust. Everything I've hoarded, the treasures, the slaves, it's all for you. Stay, I beg you. I give you everything. It will be all yours. Just don't leave me alone. Zada yesterday, almost a demon today. Will you meet Angel tomorrow? What a merryful life you lead. Yeah, say yes, Aroshli. Maybe you convince him to share his treasures with you. You heard Damachu. If you want to be good, are you gonna give him? Are you gonna give him a chance? I gave him one and he turned it down, but I will try again. Get up, Damachio. That's enough. For the last time, repent. Either follow me on the path of Desna, or get out of my way and let me go. Is it like that then? The fallen Azada jumps to his feet. And what rather dies and yet you leave here alive. Alright, you burnt your own place there.
I need your assistance.
Wow. I would have let you hug my dragon. But instead you're gonna be a dick. What an idiot.
We won't falter.
The light, take you.
Now, air.
assuming he wants to be difficult. Dead. Heart attack.
Fabrizio Durino!
Strike with all your might.
Into the fray!
Oshai kneels before the dead Azada's body. She closes her eyes and plants a kiss on his bloody forehead. Forgive me, Damasio. Forgive me, and farewell. Let's go, Sophie. The succubus wipes away her tears. Nothing left for me. You ruined his life now, you killed him. It's not your fault he had a choice, and he chose evil. Choice and free will are just words that lies and manipulators use to justify their actions. And now this too well. It's too easy to break a person's will and freedom. And the freedom to choose means little when they don't know the options. No, Sophie, don't console me. It's my fault and my last chance at atonement now lies dead. O'Shea shakes her head gratefully. Just what happened here? Everything he said, I need to reflect on it. I want to talk about it, but not right now. Later when I have had a chance to sort out my thoughts and emotions. I wonder if I could have said anything to make this end differently, but I'm not sure. I mean, I felt like I played it as reasonable as I could. Hey, Paladin, go level up. Do you have... Yeah, even though I mean she's right, it's just kind of her fault. Even though I would say his logic was a bit weird because he's like, all I want is you. Okay, you can have me if you become a good guy. Fuck that. I would rather die than be a good guy. But I thought he became evil because he wanted her, but he can't become good because he wanted her. I'll talk about being difficult.
I will help where I can.
Yes, he was living up to the chaotic. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's Azada can still go there because it's from chaotic evil to chaotic good to chaotic evil. Yeah. Okay, I think that's gonna be the night though. I'm gonna go back, I'm gonna rest, and then I'm gonna call it a night unless some cutscene triggers. I have no idea where the fuck Dan is. I actually really appreciate that the game is willing to kick your companions out like this. It forces you to break up your party sometimes. Talk to Rochelle, it's difficult to say. Or maybe we do the Rochelle thing, just because I've had something I wanted to say for a while now. And I think this will get me there. I want to talk about what happened. Yes, I thought about what you said and understand. I thought about a lot what he said and then I understood. Wait, I think it would be wise to show you instead of trying to explain. Will you follow me to my dreams? Let's go. Thank you, Rochelle. She takes a Thank you, Rochelle, that takes your hand in her small searing palm and the void around you begins to fade. Rochelle dream is filled with smoke, cold, ghostly fires devouring the dream of another she has collected. Dreams of others she has collected. Tears are flowing freely from her eyes, leaving faint trails of soot-stains on her soot-stained cheeks. Why is everything on fire? Because I don't believe in any of it anymore. Do you remember what we saw in the Marquis Mansion, what he said about dreams coming true, food, riches, the demise of the enemies? The teary-eyed succubus looks at you. Desna asked me what I dreamed of. I tried to find an answer. I truly did. But look. Are my dreams any different from the desires of demons? What has changed? What's the name of a bird that grabs everything shiny and carries it off to its nest? A goldfinch, right? I'm just like a thieving goldfinch that spies on people's dreams and hoards them away. But doing that hasn't changed me at all. I'm just the same greedy, cruel, lustful demon I've always been. Here's the answer to Desna's riddle. You dream of the same thing that demons desire, because you're a demon too. And there's no escaping that. It's not true. You're not like other demons, you do good. Other demons don't dream. What are you going to do now? So I think what I had said in my other playthrough as a Hell Knight was 3, if I'm not wrong. And that instantly causes her to commit suicide. At least that's my interpretation. You get kicked out of the vision and she's gone. She never shows up again. Like, I think she kills herself, at least that's how I read it. And I was like, wow, okay. Because she's like, oh, you're right, like there's no hope for redemption. And then she just poofs herself out of existence. And I stuck with it. I didn't have her for the rest of the playthrough because I respected that the game was willing to go through with that. So because I'd mentioned before that the game had called my bluff also when I killed the golden boy, the douchebag guy. So yeah, that was the other time that the game just straight up killed a companion for being a dick. Other demons don't dream. That's true, but this is my dream, and it's full of things that demons desire in reality. It's not true, you do good. I force myself to do good every day. I help mortals, protect them from other demons. But can my action change my inner nature at all? If I'm still a demon inside, then what does it matter? What if without even knowing it, I'm simply integrating myself with you so I can seduce, betray, and murder you? I don't want to want that, but my black heart does. What are you going to do now? Now, O'Shea looks at the burning dream of sadness. I have to start anew. I still have my own dream. I will cleanse it of others' desires and try to find my own. O'Shea creates a tiny flame in her palm and watches it dance on her finger. I was so happy to receive my own dreams. Now it's difficult to be rid of them. Will you help me destroy all this? I fear I won't manage on my own. Okay, just because I'm curious, and I wanna see if I'm like, because I'm pretty sure that's what I responded, and then she just is gone. I wanna see. It's been a while. At this point, it's been almost a year now. So let me see what it was. But I mean, I just wanted to be painfully honest with her as a Hell Knight. Demons can't change. She did not like that. Okay, let's see. I see, Aroshale moist over your words with stunned expressions. So that's what she meant. I'm a demon, of course, I'm a demon. I've always been one, I will remain one. Yes, answered Desna's riddle. You dream of the same thing that demons desire, because you're a demon too, and there's no escaping that. The flames rise higher, and Aroshale's dream disappears in all-consuming fire. And she's gone. Dead. Oh, she leaves. I never saw her again, so... It's pretty hardcore. It's just, I mean, there's only two options you can pick there because the other ones just lead back to the main conversation. So you pick the wrong option and it's instant game over. Also for some reason, I'm encumbered. Because I'm on my party alone. That sucks. Okay. Thank you for giving me this dream, Sophie. It's a beautiful dream, but it isn't mine. Burning you down. But I appreciate that the game is willing to not mince words and it's willing to slap you in the face sometimes. I said it adds to the unpredictability. Damn, I'd hoped Ivo could move quick, but nope, I'm fucked. I guess now you just dream of fire. Are we done here? I might be, okay, good. I was worried. Auschwitz stream has been swallowed by flames. Ribbons of smoke drift away, carried by an intangible wind. A black shadow lurks in darkness, staring at you. This is Arushale's radical nightmare. The succubus touches the table. The fire not only fit to destroy it, it somehow made the table even more real. Auschwitz studies it with a mix of sorrow and confusion. What's wrong with this stupid table? Why didn't it burn? Your nightmare didn't burn either. I think about it. Why is this table? Why is it important? What if this is a weird dream, your own dream, and not something you overheard? Let me help you get rid of it. We can destroy it if you really try. Nightmare didn't burn either. No, it didn't. Arushale looks at the black shadow, which stares dolefully back at her. That thing won't leave this place, ever. What if it's a weird dream? This table... Is that what the dream is? What I dream of? Furniture? I mean, that one demoness probably does. Why is this important? I don't know. Actually knocks the wood on the one surface. It's just a table. Anivia's fresh bread used to be here. Now it's gone, and the table remains. What now? Is it truly the end of your dream? I don't know. I probably won't do anything yet. Everything is burnt down apart from my nightmare and this table. You know, I might just... She cuts herself short and turns away, blushing a little. No, that won't do. Oh, I'm sorry, I need some time. I need some time alone to think about it. And sort it out on my own head. Can we discuss this in a few days? For now, let's get back to the real world. I guess she dreams of me being over encumbered. Kinda weird. She must be really into Skyrim or whatever. Picking up every trash. Time to think. Okay, now we rest and then we call it a night. I will never get used to that menu. I hate that menu. You remember nothing what it is. But what if you have a family waiting for you somewhere or someone you need to take care of? Observation number 250. Cleric boy is once again demonstrating typical projection of his anxieties onto others. It would appear to be a defense mechanism. I will continue to observe. That got a little bit fucked up now that his fucking brother is dead. Yes, she dreams of Sophie being all heavy. Okay. That's it though. Lan hasn't shown up. I hope I'm not gonna miss him forever.
Let us be off.
Like, it just says to meet him at a nexus, which is a bit weird. Found the note. At least he doesn't hate me yet. Okay, I think that's it. So next time we need to do the Villagers thing. We don't need the Assassin ID anymore, so that's good. By Assassin ID I mean originally. I need to find Wojif. He has been gone forever. Then we need to do the main quest. Find Zephorian. Rest of this is not relevant. So I think we are almost done with the stuff at this point. Like both of these are just gonna be dungeons pretty much. Like 2 small dungeons and then the main quest, which is whatever, like a little bit more probably. Almost done with the Demon City. Which means I need to buy the DLC, because this next chapter actually has that DLC in it. So I should do that before I get the... But thank you for watching, and I do wish you a good night.